What's up, guys? Good morning. It is Monday morning, and I'm gonna do a little quick video shoot here with Project SPL, and basically getting a bunch of the same questions over and over again. So I want to take some time and answer some of these questions in a video, so everybody's got the answers to them. First thing though, last week we hit 11,000 subscribers, still going strong. I think we're over 11,300 right now. They shot up super fast. Pretty sure you guys are liking what we're doing with the project, getting good responses from it. Appreciate all that feedback. Just remember, if you like what we're doing, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Your friends are probably gonna like this project too. Only little update I can do, if y'all can see in here, I got the fuel filler neck, got it extended back there, got the fuel pump plugged in. I gotta make up some grounds, get the fuel pump grounded, get my filler neck grounded, and fuel filter, got a new filter I gotta pop in real quick, get the fuel lines hooked up. Today we're gonna get this thing cranked up and running and start getting the floor in now that I got all those, as soon as I get all those lines tied off, get them squared away. So let's take a second, answer some questions. Probably the biggest question I think I'm getting the most is about the electrical. I've already mentioned we're running super caps in here, but people keep asking about how many runs of wire and how many alternators, and well, I'm not running a bunch of alternators. Don't need a bunch of alternators. This is a burp setup. I'm gonna run one alternator. And for right now, it's probably gonna be the stock one. I might reach out, might get somebody to do a small, like 200, 250 amp replacement to get on here. But right now I'm not worried about having a big alternator because I'm not worried about playing music or keeping the voltage up. I just need to get the cap banks charged so I can pull in the lanes, burp, that's it, cut it off. Don't need a big alternator to keep voltage up over a sustained period of time. So at best, I might get me just a cheap 200, 250 amp alternator, throw on here, run one run of power wire. I probably won't even run a full ground. Just ground everything in the back of the frame. We got that big beefy custom frame we put in here. Frame grounds and one run of power wire, one small alternator at the best, but that's not even top priority because as you see, it's sitting on a charger here right now. It's gonna live its life on a battery charger, sitting in a pit stall or sitting here at the shop getting worked on. Life of an SPL vehicle. So that's it for electrical. As far as the super caps, how am I going to charge the super caps? Well, battery charger, like I just said. That's another big question. Why super caps over batteries? Well, if you're playing music, having batteries and having the sustained voltage is great, but for SPL, when I just need that 3-second burp, batteries don't do it. Super caps are far better for that instantaneous charge and quick recharge as well. So that's why super caps over batteries. As of right now, in case you haven't heard in previous videos, I plan on running 18 banks. 18 banks of super caps, 5-cell banks. Going to be running SCV 7500 amplifiers, so I don't need high voltage. Just going to be charging in that 12 to 15 volt range. And yeah, that's it for super caps. That's it for electrical. I think I covered all that. I got a list here on my phone I'm trying to read off of. So next question, people talk about a lot of mods. Why didn't I do stuff like wood on the roof? Well, behind the B-pillar, there will be wood. There's gonna be a whole lot of wood back there, about 38 sheets of wood to be exact by my current estimate. But in front of the B-pillar, well, everything has to stay stock. This is super street, so there's very limited modifications I can do up front. Pretty much deadener and fill in some voids with spray foam, and that's it. That's about the only modifications I can do. So there won't be any wood on the roof. Other than that, somebody specifically asked about the dash. What am I going to do to the dash? Well, the dash has to stay stock as you see it. It's completely stock, nothing done to it. There's nothing I can do to it. I kind of don't like the color. I think once I get the Rapid on here, I think this factory tan color is going to be weird. So I'm probably going to see about dyeing it or painting it, spray paint it, something. Definitely going to change the color, but that's it. Other than that, the dash is going to remain completely stock, no modifications. Next question. What are your plans for the windshield? Nothing. There's nothing I can do to the windshield. Again, this is a class that everything has to be stock, B-pillar forward. So stock windshield it is. I can't do anything specific to it. There's actually some back and forth in the rules right now over can we even use windshield tint. The rules currently, they changed them this year to say we can't even tint the windshields. No window tint, no clear vinyl on it, nothing. We can do a visor strip at the top, 5 inches down with some stickers and stuff. They don't even want stickers on the windshields this year. And I mean, I like to at least put some tint on it, but I'll go with whatever the rules say. Right now, the windshield has to remain completely stock. So what do I do if it ends up busting windshields? Well, if I bust windshields, they're allowing us to put clear tape on it. I guess I'm gonna put some clear tape and just push through it. That's my only plan. I don't know. I'll get to that point when I get there. As soon as it starts blowing windshields out, I'll see what I can do as far as helping that out. But I just plan on busting them. That's just what we're gonna have to do this year. Next question: what's your target SPL? Now, some people I've made this comment before in several different places. It's 172 dB. That's my goal. It's the goal. I don't think anyone's ever hit that in Super Street with an American vehicle. So I want to take an American vehicle and do it. Is it high? Yes. It's shooting for the moon. It's Babe Ruth pointing to the damn bleachers. That's what I'm doing. But I feel like if you don't set a high goal, you never really push yourself. So I'm setting a goal that seems almost unattainable, and that's how I'm going to push myself and try and get up there. All right, next question. What do you mean by dialing it in? And somebody asked this, and I thought it was a really good question. So what I see a lot of people don't do when they build big vehicles like this, a lot of people just get a designer to do a box for them, or pick a generic design, they build it, and they just say, oh, well, here's what it does. Well, I don't do that. We're gonna build the shell. We're gonna have the roof, floor, back wall, side walls. The loading wall is last. After everything gets in, the tubes get in, the speakers get in, then I'm gonna go in, then I'm gonna build the loading wall. And I'm gonna build it little by little. And you'll see this process on video. We're gonna build it little by little and test and tune and modify it every little step of the way. I mean, every little 3/4 inch of the way, I'm gonna play with that loading wall as I dial it in. I'm gonna play with the curve, I'm gonna play with the size, we're gonna play with shape of the ports around the outside edges. There's gonna be a ton of little things we're gonna do. You'll see it all right here on video, but that's what I mean by dialing it in. Not just tuning it, not getting the length right. It's everything down to the height, the width, the depth, the shape, the different little curves coming on the outside. I mean, there's so much to it, but stay tuned. You're gonna see all that. Next question: are you gonna trailer it? This is another question that's been asked a lot, and the answer is yes. We're definitely gonna trailer this. Multiple reasons for it. You've seen in the last video, we welded up the suspension. It's solid steel, front and back. There's no suspension left, and it doesn't need it because from the beginning, I knew this is gonna get trailered everywhere. So I made a comment the other day on somebody's Facebook post, and I said, I've been in position where I had a loud daily driver that I took to shows, and the car ended up getting totaled. It got in a car accident and got total loss. And when that happened, there was a lot of work, a lot of money in that car, stuff like just sound deadener, something people just take for granted. But when you go to the insurance company like, hey, I've got $1,000 of sound deadener in this car, well, they're not trying to hear that. They don't understand that, especially when you tell them it's a 30-year-old car, a 30-year-old Honda CRX, and you got a bunch of sound deadener in it. And they don't want to reimburse you for any of that. And when you total a car like that, you can't get it back. You can't get any of that work back. So when it comes to this, no, I'm not even trying to daily driver a car of this magnitude because of those reasons. I've also been on the other side of the boat where I was towing my old mini truck Blazer to a show, and somebody hit me, hit the trailer, hit my truck. And in that case, as soon as insurance investigated, they seen I was towing a car. They seen it was a nice looking car. I had wheels, had it slammed, and they instantly was like, oh, you were towing your show car? Bam. They knew. They just saw dollar signs. They didn't even argue with me. They cut a check pretty fast and paid me everything I needed, and then some. So when it comes to trailering versus daily driving, yeah, I want to take the extra precaution. My insurance, I know, because I've been through it, they cover. The insurance on my tow rig covers the trailer, covers everything on the trailer, but I will probably have secondary insurance on this as well. Even though I'm not going to drive it, just for the principle of it, I'm getting tags, getting the registration, getting all that done just to prove. Because, yeah, I'm going to prove this thing can get out on the road. It can drive. It's just going to be a real stiff, real rough ride. But yes, we'll be trailering this everywhere. Another question, are you going to upgrade the brakes? No, I'm not wasting money upgrading the brakes. There's no need. It's not going to be a daily driver, so why waste that money? This thing pretty much has to get on a trailer, off a trailer, pull in the competition lanes, burp, drive back to its pit stall. Brakes are a waste of money. It's got plenty of brakes to move its 5 mile an hour that's going to be moving. Oh, you're going to hear some people coming in this first thing in the morning. Everybody's just showing up to work. So, next question. What's your target frequency? I would like somewhere in the mid to upper 60 hertz range. 64 hertz, 68 hertz, 67, so anywhere in there. Why? I just like it. That's as best as I can explain it. That's the frequency range I like. Hoping to be in there, and if it's lower, it's lower. I'll work with whatever it comes out at. You know, that's where the test and tune and dial it in comes into play. But yeah, I'd prefer mid to upper 60 hertz range. When is it going to a show? That's our next question. So big shows planned this year. First show is going to be Triple Fest in Alabama. That's the Incriminator Audio Show. That's the first show I plan on going to, Triple Fest. That's in April, late April. Next show will be hopefully TD8 show. As long as they have DB Drag there, I plan on going to TD8 show in Virginia. Then June's going to be Slamology up in Indy. Let's see, June, July will be X's Power Show over in Knoxville, Tennessee. August will be our show here in Hickory, North Carolina, Sundown Show. That's August. September's usually south of the border, but again, I got to wait and see if they're going to have DB Drag there, since mainly I'm building this for DB Drag. If show doesn't have DB Drag, there's really no point in me taking it out there. So as long as they got DB Drag south of the border, I'll be there in September, and then October we'll be at finals again. Finals, pretty sure it's back in Louisville, Kentucky. So that's our plan for this. There might be some little shows we hit along the way, but right now, one big show a month is what I plan on doing. So if you want to check it out in person, those are shows. Come find us at, hit us up. It'll be there. Why U series? Why am I doing U series subs and not the X's or ZV5s? Well, plain and simple, X and ZV5s aren't really SPL subs. They're not for the high frequencies, which is what I'm building this for. The U series subs, lighter weight moving mass, good motor force. They just better tuned in for those higher frequencies, better for the burp frequencies. You've seen some of the SPL tests I've done in the Jeep, you know, with the single subs, the 15s, 18s. U series are performing awesome. They're doing great. So that's why I'm going with that. That's what I'm gonna start with. I will later on be moving to the compact Neo SPLs, but for right now, U series is gonna get in here and play with. Now, am I worried about switching subs later? No. Soft parts are going to be similar enough. All the dialing in, everything I do with the U-Series in here, it's going to transfer over to the compact Neos later. So not concerned with that a bit. I know that question's coming. Why so much wood over steel? I like wood. Use that later. Yeah, I like wood, and I'm trying to save weight. So no steel. There'll be no steel, no concrete, or in the frame. Obviously, we had to use some steel down there. Can't do a wood frame. No. But yeah, I'm going to do a lot of wood, thick wood for the shell, and I've said before, I'm backfilling it with the 16-pound two-part foam for the strength, because I feel like that foam's as strong as concrete, but a fraction of the weight. I feel like when I layer this wood up in here, it's going to be as strong as steel at a fraction of the weight. So I've got the room to layer the wood. I don't need the shell to be quite as big as possible, to need to save space with using steel or anything. So yeah, saving the money on the steel, saving weight, sticking with wood and the two-part foam, and that's it. So let's see. Next question. Are you worried about all the weight on those wheels and tires? No, I am not, because like I said, I'm sticking with wood and foam instead of steel and concrete. So I think the project's going to come out pretty light when it gets to the end of it. I don't think it's going to weigh nowhere near what some of these other super street vehicles weigh. And here comes somebody with a cart. Next question. How are you going to keep moisture off the floor? So go ahead, G. So back here, you know, the floor is all opened up. It's all cut out. You know, you can see straight through right now. So when we get in and we start building the floor up, the shell, you know, there's going to have a lot of wood that you're pretty much just going to see right here. Well, you're not going to see it. I'm going to get in. I'm going to cover that up. I actually plan on doing a bed liner. I got a bed liner picked out. I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna coat all that real nice. So when you look at it from the outside, you're just gonna see bed liner. It's gonna protect it from all the elements, protect it from the moisture, from the weather, from all that. Not concerned with that at all. All right, okay, last question. So money seems to be such a hot topic with everybody. Everybody wants to know, everyone wants to know about the money. Like, it's a big question I'm seeing over and over. And of course, I did a whole other thing about the money and who's paying for this and who owns this. But everyone's like, now they know I'm paying for it and I'm doing it. How are you funding it? Well, it seems like common sense, like with money that I have in my bank. And The easiest way to explain that is I'm I don't live paycheck to paycheck. I'm pretty good with money. I don't waste money on unnecessary things. I'm not that guy you're gonna see at the gas station every morning buying sodas and cigarettes and lottery tickets. I don't waste money on those things. So pretty much if I don't need it, I don't buy it. I still have entertainment expense. Like I'm real big on budgeting. I budget everything, and I have specific budget. Like I spend some money on entertainment, got my money I spend on bills. I don't finance frivolous things. Matter of fact, I've got almost nothing financed at all. I like to save up and pay cash. Even the couple things I might finance here and there, I put huge lump sums of money on to get my payments dirt cheap. But yeah, I like to save up some money here and there. I make good money, and that's it. That's how I'm funding it. So if you want to fund builds like this, biggest advice I can give you: stop wasting money on frivolous things. Stop with the sodas, the cigarettes, the lottery tickets. If you don't need it, don't buy it. Save your money. You know, and somebody asked another good question on Facebook the other day. They said, "What's the point of saving all that money if you don't live life?" Well, you can still live life. Create a budget. Create a budget. Work off percentages. You know, like it's good. If you don't know how, hell, see a financial advisor. You can get free advice from people out there who are good with money, but save your money. You know, so where, yeah, I've got some money chilling in the bank to do projects like this, and that's how I'm funding it. You know, I'm not some drug lord that's pimping out cocaine on the side or nothing like that. It's just, I'm good with money. I don't waste it, and that's it. When I want something, I got the ability to go get it. So hopefully that answers all your questions, so I don't get the same questions over and over and over again on the YouTube comments on Facebook. Hope I covered everything. If you got any more questions, feel free, put them in the comments, let me know, ask away. I'm trying to keep up with all of them as they go. Hopefully everybody's liking the project. Today, like I said, I've got to get the grounds in the back, the fuel lines hooked up. We can get some fresh gas dumped in this thing and get it fired up today, get it back running. Then I can start building the floor up. That's my next step. I know I got the doors to work on, but I think I'm gonna wait and do the doors as a weekend project, because right now I only get a little bit of time after work. The doors, I think, is something I'm gonna spend a lot of time on one solid day. So I might wait till this coming up weekend to get the doors done. But to this week, definitely get the floor in, start getting the shell trimmed out, get some wood cut, get it in here. So that's it. Gonna wrap this video up, guys. Remember, if you like what we're doing here on the channel, click that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, share with your friends. Project SPL. Let me know what you think about it. Until next time, guys. We'll see y'all then.